This is Eliza Kravchenko. Eliza is from Ukraine. She has been in Turkey for 1 year. She is working here in a local Turkish organization called Disabled Foundation, a federation of disabled association, as art teacher to help disabled people to integrate into society.
My name is Eliza Kravchenko. I am Ukrainian. I work here in local Turkish organization as art teacher to help disabled people to integrate into society. I'm working here as art teacher. So basically we are doing crafts with my students. You can see it how we're doing here. Mostly it's embroidery, origami class, painting classes. I decided to come here because I have been volunteering during the last 3 years, so I felt that I really want to go somewhere abroad to another culture, to another religion, to feel how it is, to try what it means to be excluded, and later to understand how to integrate myself to a bigger community. Basically what we are doing here with disabled people. Basically you really need to understand that you need to be open-minded, because if you go to another country, another religion, and here it's like another traditions and social norms, you need to be ready for that. So basically you need to be very flexible to integrate to this new surrounding and to give something to this community. The very first barrier I noticed, it was language, of course, because you start noticing it from the airport when you come. Because I don't know Turkish, and local people usually they don't know English, or of course Ukrainian, so I need to find a way to communicate with them, not only verbally, but I need to use some other languages to find common ground and common language. But doing my volunteering activities here, I think I have managed to understand how to do that. And of course some other barriers, like for example some stereotypes about my culture and my nation and my country, because for example a lot of people still associate Ukraine with Russia or USSR, despite the fact it's like separated country during last 30 years. So sometimes I need to explain it, and I need to be very patient sometimes, but of course I can understand that because we are from different countries, different cultural, and we have completely different background. Thankfully, I can use new technologies, but sometimes you need to find a person who can translate to you, and like it's better if it's native speakers, because some sentences it's really hard to deliver via translator or like or with using pantomime or something like that. So sometimes it's better to find someone in local community who knows English, and he or she can translate. Of course I can't use any language here, only some basic words. I taught them some basic English words, they taught me some basic Turkish words, but to teach art classes you don't need any language except language of human support and love. So that's why I use a lot like non-verbal methods for communications with my students. And pretty often I just show them how to do something and they can just repeat it. I think the most successful outcome of all this story is not something material, of course. It's something I see every day. So I see that my students are happy. I see they are becoming more open-minded and open toward the world. Because firstly, when I came, they felt really like anxious about me because I am foreigner. It's obviously, and sometimes I noticed they didn't know how to communicate with me, but now I can see that, I mean, they are not afraid of me, and I think it's pretty big deal, and it's a big result. So we pretty often do those crafts for each other, and it's like a symbol of our support and love, and and integrity of our community. They need to be patient, of course, because sometimes you need to repeat some stuff a lot of times, and you need to be ready. You need to be ready to enter a completely new society, completely new community. And it's better, of course, if you have some previous experience of volunteering in your own country, because then you can do it gradually because you know how it was in your country. Then you move to another country and you can you have some patterns and understanding how to act in new society. I think it's better for them to start from volunteering, because usually almost all stories I know, they started like that. Just you go to local organization, you work for them as a volunteer for some time, and if you're doing good, if you show results, later you can start working there just as a worker, as an employee, because during your work in some organization you can develop some new skills, you can develop new competences, and later you can become a valuable worker in this organization. I can suggest for them not to be afraid of such step, because usually when we think about something, it looks so big and difficult, but when you just make one step, you see it's just one step, and what else you should do later? You just need to do another step, because it's not just one huge something. You need to start with one little step and it will proceed further.